See, this image right here, this image right here has been propagated throughout the whole earth. See, a lot of people believe this is so-called Jesus. You know why? They don't read. So when you read it to them, now they're in awe. Simply just by reading, you can understand that this is a fucking deception. All right? To the world, this is Jesus Christ. But to the Israelites that teach this truth, that teach the real image, and able to actually show you an accurate image, we know what this is. We know this is deception. This is deceiver right here, man. That's why it says this image is not biblical. A lot of people see this sign. And they get offended. You know why? They thought this was so-called Jesus. But his true name is Yahushua. The real man, the real person, the real Son of Heavenly Father. This is right here. Matter of fact, let's switch it around. This is an accurate depiction of how the true Messiah, Yahushua, look. You know, burnt brass skin, eyes red like flames of fire, because it tell you his eyes will be red for wine. Hair like the pure wool. All right. So this image accurately depicts how the Heavenly Father's Son look. We know this is Cesare Borgia. All right. Well, who is this image of? Go into the scriptures in Revelation, the first chapter. All right, 13 to 15, and tell you. It describes him. Even when you look up how the Most High Heavenly Father looked. All right, and even the angels. Because what Ezekiel was the first chapter, I believe. It says the angels is had a color of amber. I work with amber. Amber is brown. Natural amber is brown. We work with a lot of amber bottles at my job. I work for an analytical company, so I don't work in the department of bottles. I just supply the bottles in the warehouse. But a lot of the analytical components, a lot of analytical components that the company I work for uses. They use amber bottles a lot of them, different sizes and everything. And they're overwhelmingly same complexion, brown. Actually, pretty solid brown like my skin. And even sometimes, hey, how you doing, brother? My brother, he's a guy by the time. Wait, I actually spoke with him, man. And I actually explained what I'm out here doing. But anyways, though, the amber bottles is brown, man. Now you look at the angels, the Israelites, the Most High, and the Son, looking like so-called white people. Who did that? Because Ishmael didn't make this. See? Ishmael didn't make this. Moab didn't make this. Ammon didn't make this. The sons of Ham didn't make this. Japheth didn't make this. Elam didn't make this. You see? It was Esau, Edom, Because when you go in the scriptures, you go into Genesis 25th chapter, and it describes Esau, Edom. All right, he's red all over like a hairy garment. This guy right here clearly is red all over. Somebody say, "Well, he look pink." Well, pink is a mild red. It's a derivative of red. All right, period. So again, who covered the faces of the judge thereof? Esau, man. You know, people be pussyfooting around with the answers when you ask them direct questions about what's going on. They want to pussyfoot around and, oh, well, yeah. Oh, man. Go ahead and say it, man. We boldly say it, man. We call you out for your wickedness, Esau. You damn right, man. First Maccabees chapter 3. First Maccabees chapter 3. I'm going to start up a little bit at verse 46. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Maspha over against Jerusalem. For in Maspha was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes. Verse 48, and lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. Now, during the time of the Maccabees, who had came into power? The Greeks, man. Starting with Alexander on down, because he was the first to reign over Greece. He was the first king of Greece, which is the Greek Empire. All right, he's the son of Philip, the Macedonian. All right, I believe it was Philip the first or second. But yeah, the son of Philip, I think it was the first son of Philip of Chittim. All right, and he was the first to rule over Greece when he took down the Persian and Medes. You know, Darius of the Persian and Medes. He took down the Medo-Persian Empire. All right, and when they went, besieged our people at Jerusalem. The main thing they were trying to do is to, they didn't try. They forced Israel. They forced Israelites to get down with their way of living and to consent with their religion. The same is going on today. All right, you're forced to practice the living ways of the so-called white man Esau. And Esau is not about the scriptures, man. Oh no. All right. So Esau is not about the scriptures. The law of Heavenly Father. That's why he makes his own law. All right. He makes his own law because he thinks that he actually thinks he's the Most High. He writes his unrighteous decrees or unrighteous laws, and he put them over to the Most High's law. That's what goes on, man. Why you think us Israelites are so oppressed, man? We've been ruled over by the wicked. Why you think even outside the Esau himself, the other heathen nations, they're oppressed because Esau's ruling. Man, he's a wicked. Scripture say, can a leopard change his spots? The answer is no, man. Esau was made to be the wicked and to do evil. So how can something good come out? Also, he's unclean. All right. Also, he's unclean. Jeremiah 13:23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? And may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil? Can Esau do good? Hell no. Look at his track record. What good have he done since he's been in the ruling seat? Every time he ruled, what good have he done to the people? Besides brought number terror, evil, and wickedness to the people, man. That's why it says in First Maccabees that when the Greeks came into power, evils were multiplied in the earth, man. And that's what goes on, man. We're into doing evil and mischievousness and wickedness. You can go real far in this society. Go way far, because you know why? Esau worships the spiritual demon Satan, because that's where he gets power from. All right, that's what Esau does, man. Yeah. Now, how you think entertainers that's in the entertainment world, whatever they may be, I think they're always bugging out and shit, man. They bug out because they gotta do some evil, look at satanic rituals. They have the money. They have the money and fame. You know? You know? Yeah, but you know. Yeah, so let's continue on now. So you know that Esau is the wicked. And let's go to Ezekiel, man. Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Now, if you're not learned, you would think this is talking about actual mountain. No. Seir was a possession of Edom. Who possessed Seir? The Edomites. Now, the Most High ain't talking to the actual land. He's talking to the inhabitants of the land. The inhabitants of Seir was Esau, Edom, man. So when it says, set thy face against Mount Seir, all right, prophesy against it, right? Prophesy against who? Esau, Edom. The government of Esau, man. Verse 3. And say unto it, thus said the Lord power, behold, Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. Because thou hast had perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Yeah, man. And multiple times we've done that, Esau. Babylonians. It's one notable. We were helping the Babylonians catch Israelites, man. Catch the tents of Judah. He was sending the ways, cutting them off from escaping. And they was fleeing from the Babylonians. That was you, Esau. Esau was, all you heathen rejoiced when we was going down. You Edomites, man, you number one, man. Hey, how you say it? El numero uno. You're number one, Esau, man. You're the main nation that rejoiced at our downfall, man. The heathen did too, but the rest of the heathen did too, but the top heathen is Esau, man. You was fucking head over heels, man, to see chicken go down, man. But you shedding our blood, though. Still this very day, you shed our blood, man. You shed our blood, and there's nothing being done about it. There's nothing being done about it. You shed our blood, and shit, you're the judge and jury and prosecuting attorney. And none of them really have to these Edomites, man. Let's be serious, man. All right, the book of Zechariah. I'll go to it. I'm gonna start right to it. We shed our blood greatly, man. It's a shame unto you once you talk about the blood that Esau have shed of the children of Israel. He don't want to talk about it all of a sudden. He got much to say, but let's talk about slavery and the shit he do to our people, the people on this side. Then he don't want to talk about it now all of a sudden. Yeah, I bet you don't, man. Because it's so heinous, man. It's so wicked what you've done to us, man. Period, man. All right. So this is Zechariah 11:5. It says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty." Esau have the bonds on us Israelites, man. That's why Yahweh Shai is our Redeemer. All right? Yahweh Shai is our Redeemer. He's the one that's going to redeem us. Redeem the bonds that's upon us when he take down Esau. Yahweh Shai is going to break or take back those bonds by force. All right? And liberate us, free us from the hand of the wicked, man. Start with the elect. It says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty." That's the so-called white man. Because he is the one that share our blood, and then he holds himself not guilty. Walk around the courtroom, nothing happened. He uses the George Floyd incident and try to soften Jake up. But real men of the Lord ain't fooled by your devices, Esau. Physical counterparts of Satan. We ain't ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We know exactly what you're up to. It's no surprise, it's no secret. Yahweh Shemel Shai opened our eyes to understand. Open our eyes to see, and open our ears to understand. are and what you're all about. But you shedding our blood greatly, more than any other nation. Shit, you got the fucking land from us, and you still murdering our people, man. In waves, man. Still do all kind of wickedness to our people, all down the U.S.-Mexico border. Show you that Esau's a fucking hypocrite, man. You know what he's doing at the border? Why you think all them sexual assault cases and ravish or rape cases, whatever you want to call it, however you want to word it, that's coming out of those concentration camps, so-called ICE holding facilities? They ain't nothing but concentration camps. A lot of info is coming out because Esau's a hypocrite. He'll lock your ass up for allegations, but Esau's caught in the act over and over. Nothing is done. Jeffrey Epstein had an island he go to, take a little underage women, young women, and have his way with them. 14, 15 years old. But then R. Kelly is the worst thing on earth, man. Well, I wonder why. R. Kelly just happened to be a son of Jacob. And we know Esau hated Jacob. It tells you that. Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing what he got from Isaac, our forefather, man. Because his father Jacob gave, because their father Isaac gave blessing to Jacob. And what it said in Genesis 27 chapter, it says Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing. Why you think Esau take when you Jake's out is done so heinously? Then he act like it was unfortunate, tragic. It was no other way to deal with the situation. But he hates you, man. Man, Esau hates you, Jakes, man. It's you Jakes that don't want to believe it. When you look at the fact that who is pushing to get jabbed up the most is you Jakes, man. You tribes, man. You're the target people, man. You're the targeted people. The main people that Esau, Edom, wants to do away with is the children of Israel. But the Most High ain't gonna let you, Esau. But point is, the hatred showed through the actions they do, man. Let's go back to Ezekiel and finish up that precept. Ezekiel 35, where I was at verse 5, says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yehovah Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So the Most High is preparing you unto blood now. Why do you think that calamity is coming upon you Edomites, man? I mean, you heathen in general, but more so right now you see a lot of Edomites, man, committing suicide and shit. You know? Your kingdom is falling before your very eyes. It ain't nothing you can do about it, man. Your economy is gone. Your economy is fucking gone. Watch every financial show pertaining to the U.S. dollar. Man, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait till this dollar crash, man. I don't want to rock the Zah. The dollar crash, man, real fucking soon, man. And go ahead and push that chip, man. Go ahead and push your chip, Esau. We want this thing to speed up, man. Because we haste the day of our Lord's coming, man. See? But you Edomites, you shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. Any Negro, Latino, and American can be shot down any given moment. That is a fact. You can't refute that, man. Esau can't deal with the truth. You play semantics, beat around the bush, hopscotch, dance around it because he can't deal with it. You see? Why you think we're the number one on this list to take out when we start moving in on those Israelites, man? You know? When the Romans was in, what they was doing? Who the main target they was? Who the main Israelites they was targeting? The Israelites that they didn't want to sell out. The Israelites that chose to fear the Most High and rather choose death over to get down with Esau, man. The disciples, which later became apostles. And you wicked ass Israelites, you the ones that was, conspiring with them Edomite, Edomite Roman centurions and governors. He was conspiring with them to take out men of the Lord, man. The Pharisees and Sadducees that were wicked. That was some of them that were so-called high priests. Well, I ain't gonna say so-called, but the ones that was supposed to be high priests, but they was conspiring against men of the Lord, man. All right, J-Ro. But that's what's going on. And at the same time going on right now when they made the council meeting. See, a lot of you Israelites out there, you don't pay attention to the news, man. You know what I'm saying? The council meetings they had about men of the Lord was because we come out here week in, week out and teach the truth, man. And we are threatening to the so-called white man Esau, man. He don't want you to know you're an Israelite. He wants you to think you're a Negro, Puerto Rican, Mexican. Why you think we're in the ghettos together, man? All right. What up, big head? That guy, man, when he spoke initially, man, we raised in the same Harley house together, man. So-called church. And the other dude, family friend. But they out in the world, man. Israelites out in the world, man. Just what up and keep moving, man. That's all it is, man. That's all, But anyways, though, yeah, man, we're a threat to him. So we're the main ones that he want to get rid of and put to death, man. When he start bringing out the guillotine and start putting Israelites in concentration camps, the main ones who want to put in the guillotine is us that believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, us true worshipers. All right. All you ones out in the world, yeah, he want to put you to death too, because he just hates you. But more importantly, the ones that have this knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the scriptures, us Israelites is the ones that he's trying to get rid of, man. All right. But like I was saying, all right, the Most High is preparing you into blood. All right. There more? Yes, it is more. Let's go to verse 7. It says, back in Ezekiel 35, I'm in Ezekiel 35. I'm at verse 7. It says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out and him that returneth. And I will fill this mountain, and I will fill its mountains with the slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys and in thy river and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Yeah, man. America, man, is the capital of Esau's possession. This is Bozrah, man, or Basra. All right. The Most High said he had a sacrifice in Basra, man. All right. You know why? This ain't nothing but an altar, man. This ain't nothing but an altar that the Most High is gonna have a great sacrifice upon. So-called America. A lot of people gonna die right in America, man. Including many of you Israelites out there. It says 2/3 in all the land are going to be cut off and die. Right here in America, man. Verse 9. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. Yeah, man. Once this is what the scriptures tell you, that once this place is destroyed, it's going to be filled with every foul. I'll read it. I got another piece I want to bring up too. So I mentioned Basra. Let's go to it, man. Keep riding. The book of Revelation 18:1, it says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.